What is up, everybody? It is a new week, and that means it's time for a brand new hunt. So this is kind of a change of pace. Very rarely do I ever, if ever, do toy reviews. That's not necessarily what this even is. I went on a pretty massive hunt this past weekend. So I'm gonna break it up into two videos, dropping one today, and then next week I'll drop the other part. I pick up these figures, I'll go over each one of them. We're gonna go ahead and build that figure. Change of pace, hopefully you dig it. Honestly, with everything that I got this past weekend, I was able to take advantage of GameStop's 50% off of clearance, and I bought a lot of stuff. Next week, we'll go over that. We'll go over stuff I got at a few other shops, but this one is just gonna be one store. You guys saw it in the description, so you know what I'm talking about. So without any further ado, let's get that intro started. Let's go on a toy hunt real quick, and then we'll put that Build-A-Figure together. Cool? Let's do this. Maybe they have that Atrocitus set. If they do, I'll snag it. This is some of the same stuff that they've had for a minute. I thought about getting that, but kind of waiting until I see the bloody variant at GameStop. I almost said Walgreens. Got some good figures here. $10. That's what they should start out at. $10. 17 for the damn thing. 18 actually. It's ridiculous. We got an Atom Smasher. Giant Atom Smasher. We have a Sabak. Movie Dr. Fate. A cloak and a box that's beat to shit. It's pretty dope. There's Shocker. Got some Hobgoblins. Hammerhead. We got these turtles. You know what? There's a Beetlejuice figure of that I saw not that long ago, and if I see it, oh, this is awesome. Great figure. Green Arrow. Not the penguin I was looking for. Oh, shit. Here we go. Got a kylerayner. Deathstorm. Black Lantern suits. Damn. Look at those teeth. And Batman. That's great. We do have a man bat. Good figure. Got that already. We got some legends. All the turtles. How much for these? $20. Marvel Legends. Decisions. The Atrocitus Build-A-Figure is gonna be huge. Head looks good. Torso looks nice. Legs are freaking as big as Superman. Arms are about half the size of Batman. While we're contemplating, go ahead and look at their legends. A lot of the same ones you've seen. A lot of pops. Ton of pops. What is this? Oh, I saw this at Target. I got a funny story about Freddie Mercury. I don't know if it's a funny story. It's pretty cool with my daughter and Queen and I. When she was about 3, I was watching her just by myself. And I got so tired of hearing like Barney and all these other kid songs and all that. And I was like, you know, I thought maybe Alice in Chains and like Smashing Pumpkins and like Soundgarden, other like 90s alternative grunge bands that I typically listen to all the time, or even Beastie Boys, anything like that. Maybe that's a little too mature for her, but I was like, we got to get her out of this Barney phase. So I introduced her to Queen, and Another One Bites the Dust. Since then, we hold Queen near and dear to our heart, to the point she's turned me on to Queen songs that I wasn't really familiar with, like Good Old Fashioned Lover Boy. She turned me on to that song. Amazing song if you haven't heard it. I'm sure most of you have if you're a Queen fan, but it's my little story about Queen. I was just talking about this figure. That's great. I love it. As a matter of fact, I think I gotta get it. That's awesome. Shit. those two side by side. I know it's a movie and it's a cartoon, but that's dope. Man, that is pretty cool, man. You guys saw the Books A Million Toy Hunt. Lots of great stuff there. Unfortunately, one of the figures that I did pick up, I don't have it here with me, and that was that Beetlejuice figure. It is amazing. But anyway, what I do have all of the Blackest Night figures here. I'm gonna unbox each one of these, and then we're gonna build the Atrocitus together, okay? On September 23rd, the 30-year anniversary of Alice in Chains Dirt came out. I'm a huge Alice in Chains fan. I collect vinyls as well, something I haven't really ever talked about. Maybe I have here and there. Just a quick recommendation, pick it up. It's awesome. All right, so I guess we're gonna start with kylerayner. The rest of them are from the Blackest Night. I mean, I guess they're all from the Blackest Night series. kylerayner is the only not undead, the only alive. I don't know what you would say, the only not zombie figure. This entire set, I'll go ahead and just talk about it. This entire set includes a kylerayner, which comes with the torso. Also comes with Black Lantern Superman. There we go. We'll call them Black Lanterns. They're not zombies. They're not the undead. They're Black Lanterns. Has Atrocitus's legs. Deathstorm. Firestorm is his name, but I guess in the Blackest Night series, he's called Deathstorm. Comes with his lantern, or I guess this is, yeah, it's not Atrocitus's lantern. He would have a red one, I would guess. But it comes with Atrocitus's shoulder pads and his head. We'll go over all this when I unbox him. And then lastly, Blackest Night Batman. He looks pretty amazing, and he comes with Atrocitus's arms. So that's the whole series. But we'll start with kylerayner. How's that sound? Typical DC Multiverse looking box with the deluxe box where you have the Build-A-Figure with it, side of the box. There's the back. They all essentially look the same. It just shows which part of Atrocitus it comes with. No going back now. So inside here, you can see it comes with a stand. It comes with a card. There's a card. There's your card, kylerayner card. Since I have a whole lot of DC Multiverse figures, they all come with a card. I have a stack of Multiverse cards just because I love them. I keep them. You might as well. Little information there. I don't have my contacts in, so I can't read anything. My bad, y'all. I can barely make out details of that, so there's that. All these come with the stand. All these come with the card. I'll show you the card. We don't have to look at the same old stand. So everything does have these little ties. Kind of a pain in the butt because the ties are on his wrists, on both wrists, was around his torso, on each foot. So thanks to the power of editing, you guys won't see me cut all these. Okay, so the kylerayner figure itself, it's pretty solid. Kind of wish he would have came with like a base or something so I could, you know, have him in flight or something. He didn't come with any additional sets of hands. I guess you need to make the choice. Do you want him to carry his lantern? Or do you want him to carry the big ass sword he comes out with? Face looks cool. Again, I don't have my contacts in, so sorry. I'm missing the details. This one I really, really dig. It has a nice, I don't know if you can see that. It has a nice texture to it. Chainmail or something, but good looking figure, very posable. I'm not gonna go through all the points of the articulation. Oh, you know, it needs bend and all. Obviously it needs bend. It has a bunch of articulation. His arms move. You could pose him pretty much any way you want. I'm not good on figure reviews, so maybe this is crappy, so I apologize for that. And if so, I tell you, I'm a toy hunter, I'm a toy collector. I don't do reviews. There are definitely people who are way better at toy reviews than this guy. All I'm doing is an unboxing. I'm gonna show you everything it comes with, and then we're gonna put Atrocitus together. Atrocitus. Oh, that was part of his shoulders. I didn't even know. Here's the Atrocitus torso. So I think next up, Blackest Night Superman. How's that sound? Just like kylerayner, here's the Blackest Night Superman card. It's crazy, possessed, and it's a bio or story on the back about it. So nice set so far. Okay, so I realized a minute ago when I was talking about the Kylerayner figure, I said, oh, I wish this came with a stand or something. I was talking about one of the stands that would like go on their backs so they could look like they fly, not these stands. Anyway, here is Blackestnight Superman. Comes with a shredded cape. Look at that. The costume itself is nice, man, because it's like a metallic, like a silver metallic. You can see the sheen on it. We do have the toe articulation. Let's see, did you have that? Oh yeah, you had that on the Kylerayner too. Maybe that'll help with your posing. Maybe with each figure, I'll talk a little bit more and more about the articulation. Like, you know, they could go up, down, out, whatever. As the double elbow joint, I don't know the actual terms for some of these joints or whatever, but face, look at that. Eyes looking crazy, teeth looking all rotten and shit, and looks like he's been dead for a minute. So I actually welcome this costume to be like implemented in like the DCU somehow, like with this Blackestnight Superman figure. It did come with the Atrocitus legs. So we have the legs, we have the torso. We'll put those together. Next up is might as well do Batman, right? There's the card. Batman looking dead. Looks amazing. Back of the card with the little bio, little info. Like the other figures, Batman is in here with these little ties everywhere. Jesus. It is super loud messing with this plastic. Okay, cool. So right off the bat, you have your Batman. As much as I like the Superman, Batman has the face. He has the hands. I mean, the hands. Look at the hands. They're, you know, I don't know. Hands are very animated looking. The cape has these points. So just all in all, and the costume itself, very menacing looking. I love the dark gray on there. You have the bat symbol, but then you have the blackest. You have the Black Lantern symbol right in the middle. Superman he doesn't have a Black Lantern symbol. Just realized that. Boots have the little flares right there. Little toes. Got those toes. Make it look like Batman has some Iron Sheik type boots. Look at that. I ran number one. All in all, it just looks like a tortured soul, which I guess he was. You know, he was in the story. If you haven't read Blackest Night, Blackhand resurrected Batman. I believe he used like his Black Lantern ring and I think like Bruce Wayne's skull or something along those lines. But Batman looks freaking awesome, dude. I love this figure. I absolutely love this figure. And it came with both of Atrocitus's arms. Dude, just size proportion, just so you guys can see this. Because I don't do toy reviews, I'm jumping all over the place. I apologize for that. But size-wise, look at the comparison. These, I believe McFarlane figures are about 7 inches. That is the size comparison with the Atrocitus leg and one of the figures. Yeah. And lastly, we have Deathstorm. Wow! Good looking card. They should have made these like hologram. I'm going real 90s with that. Have a nice little like foil emboss or something of the hologram. Looking at the Deathstorm figure itself, I don't see a Black Lantern logo on him. If someone decided to take this skull and customize it for like a Ghost Rider, dude, you wouldn't even be mad about that, man. That looks badass. You have one hand very animated. You have the other that can grip something like his lantern that he comes with. He's the only Black Lantern that comes with a lantern. Crazy, dude. Pretty menacing looking group of Black Lanterns. I do hope that this is just like the start of a Black Lantern wave, but we have all our parts now. Arms for Atrocitus, we have our legs for Atrocitus, we have our torso, we have our shoulder pads, we have our head. So I'm gonna start snapping stuff together. We'll see how, ooh, popped right on very nicely. For those of you who have put and fell right off. Oh, okay, there we go. Popped right on nicely. Shoulder piece fell out. But these legs, now you have to get past like this little squishy kind of, you have to get past kind of this flimsy, squishy kind of underwear, I guess you would say. It's nothing new with McFarlane figures. Son of a bitch. There we go. There we go. You kind of have to get, when doing that, you have to kind of get past this on the hips. Like I said, it's kind of that squishy part. Oh, you can see right there. There are the legs. We'll go ahead and start putting the arms on next. Oh, there we go. Popped right on. If these fall out, make sure they go in properly, because I was trying to pop it in. I was trying to pop that arm in and it wasn't going. I took it out, flipped it the right way, and arm popped right in, no problem. Going with the left arm. Oh, sweet. Pops right in. Lastly, we're gonna go ahead and put the shoulder pads on. Like I said, there are these little kind of pieces, these little notches. These little pieces, they go inside these notches here. A nice snug fit, so it won't just fall off. I hope not. Boom. Boom. Looks good so far. And lastly, we're gonna put the dome on. Look at that head. Oh, everything else snapped when you put it in. Head doesn't, so don't worry about it. You have good articulation. Dude, Atrocitus is badass, man. This is a great looking figure. Legs move good. Feet, oh, feet even have, look at that. Even the toes on Atrocitus. Iron Sheik toes. Boom, look at that. You have one hand that is open. You can grasp someone if need be. Get Kylerayner in a choke slam. You have the other one that is closed. Now, the Red Lanterns, I would assume that they would have rings. I have to put on the old man spectacles to get the details. I take that back. There is a ring on this figure. You can just barely see it. See right there, right in the middle? There is a ring. It looks like they got lazy and just painted everything just boom, all the same red. I wish they would have made that ring stand out a little bit more. Whereas, obviously, green on white, you can clearly see that ring. I would have pointed this out earlier, but I didn't have my glasses on, so I couldn't see anything. On Deathstorm, you can see his ring there. Batman has a ring right there. You see it? Superman does not have a ring at all. It's kind of weak. Why would they do that? This dude is massive. You can see the height difference there with the two. Sorry, using the Allison chains as a backdrop. You can kind of see the height difference there between these two. Kind of a pain in the ass to put together. But when these together, it seems pretty sturdy. But all in all, just look at that. Now, I don't have the Atrocitus from the original DC Direct Blackest Night set, so I can't compare the two. Not a problem. It's fine. If you do, and you build this, comment below. Let me know which one you prefer. I wish it came with a Red Lantern. Would be cool. Maybe, because I know he had like, I believe like blood coming out of his mouth or something like that. I wish it would have been maybe an effect that could have went on there. You know, things to be desired if I wanted a perfect figure. Regular DC Multiverse figures run, what, $19.99? Basically $21, $22.99, something like that. These were $24.90. No, I'm sorry. Well, after the discount, they were like $24, $1 or two more typically. I don't know if you say you get the figure for, you know, a few bucks, but all in all, a cool figure, man. I highly recommend buying this entire set of Blackest Night figures and the Kylerayner and the Build-A-Figure
pretty damn solid. I'd give it like an 8 out of 10 as far as maybe 7.5 out of 10. Just because that leg was kind of a pain in the ass and it's kind of got me a little paranoid to move it. So that's going to be it for this video. If you're new to the channel, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment. I greatly appreciate that. Be kind. I'm not a toy reviewer. I never claimed to be. I'm a toy hunter, toy collector, and apparently a toy builder. So I hope you guys dug it. Let me know what you think. Comment below if you guys have put one together already. Let me know how your legs are on this figure, if you had any problems with it or anything else. Again, thank you for tuning in. Thanks for your patience as far as my toy reviewing went. Wasn't the best, but hey, whatever. Tune in next week for part 2, where you see the rest of the hunt and the rest of the haul. And until next time, we'll just catch you down the road.